So apparently now Caitlin Clark is washed. Yep, according to former NBA players, WNBA opponents, and media talking heads, the number one pick, the record breaker, the walking highlight reel has been figured out. She's a one trick pony. She's not even worth game planning for anymore. What are we doing? You know what this is, right? It's not analysis. It's not basketball breakdown. It's pure hate, jealousy, politics, and pettiness wrapped in hot takes. What we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about it. But before we talk about it, I want to read two articles to you guys, then show you guys a clip, and then I'll give my thoughts. And I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. So as it reads, Dallas Wings nervous about Indiana fever. It's not Caitlin Clark. Here we go. We already read that part. On Sunday, the Dallas Wings will travel to take on Indiana Fever in their second game against the most popular team in the WNBA. However, sensation Caitlin Clark missed that game with injury, postponing the first pro showdown between her and Wings guard Paige Bueckers. Clark and the Fever have underperformed this season, although the Wings at 6-15, have not had an easy go of things either. They are 0 for 2 on the current road trip and are looking to play spoiler to the Fever in their playoff hopes. Although after losing by 8 points in their first game against Indiana, the Wings know they have to step it up. Interestingly, they are not concerned with Clark, who has not been much more than an inefficient shot chucker this season despite the hype. The Wings seem content to let her shoot, knowing there will be plenty of rebounds to be had. Converting those misses into points on the other end won't come easily, and Dallas knows that. And the quote says from Arike Ogunbowale, they definitely were aggressive, said Arike, of the first matchup with the Fever. They have great defenders in Ari McDonald. She's a pest. So just figuring out ways to get open. Yet, so we watched the film on that, and I think we'll be better for sure on Sunday. In the June showdown between the Fever and Wings, McDonald did not rack up a steal or block, but managed to hold Arike to 5 of 12 shooting. Bueckers, on the other hand, posting 27 points, one of the best games of her young career. The Wings will need to be firing all cylinders, although the Fever have been proven more often than not this season that they are beatable. All right, that's the first article. So then we go into this article, right? Ex-NBA player asserts one-trick pony. Caitlin Clark has been figured out by the WNBA. Former NBA player Jeff Teague shared a strong stance on Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark's recent struggles. Okay. During the December 23rd episode of the Club 520 podcast, Teague weighed in about a debate regarding how WNBA players would fare playing one-on-one against NBA players by saying Caitlin Clark would not score a point on Bronny James, bro. She might not even get a shot off, bro, in quotes. That's what Teague said. Teague later added, Bronny will beat Clark by 60. He will legit beat her by 20-0. Bronny's younger brother, Bryce James, will beat her 20-0. That's Jeff Teague words. Clark has struggled on the court compared to how she usually performs for much of the last month, which includes her missing 5 games due to a groin injury, and this seems to have convinced Teague that the rest of the league has learned how to slow her down, which he exerted in the July 10th episode of the Club 520 podcast. That's what Jeff Teague had to say. I'm telling y'all, bro, they have her figured out, Teague said of Clark. She's a one-trick pony, no disrespect, but she can go left, and she only shoots step backs going left, and she drives going right. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the clip from saying that in real time. Check it out.
See. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, bro, they ain't figured her out. That one-trick pony, no disrespect, but she can't go left. She only shoots step backs going left, and she drive going right.
She injured. She only playing the same way, so she can play in the All-Star game next week.
Respect.
Just keeping it real. Bueckers took care of the Leafs yesterday, 79-71.
I love it. Y'all ride for y'all home team. I love it. I ride with what's right.
Nah.
Shout out to the home team. Courtney Williams, who
yeah. I'm telling y'all, bro, they ain't figured her out.
All right, that's it, right? All right, let me look, man. You got to be serious right now, Jeff Teague. You got a rookie. Well, this is her second year in the WNBA, still fresh. She went straight from college right into the WNBA, no breaks in between. You got a rookie, 22 games into her WNBA season on a jacked up roster with a coach who's treating her like a role player. And this is what you come out with? She can't go left? Let me ask you something. If she's so predictable, why is she still drawing double teams from the logo? Why are arenas still sold out just to watch her warm up? Let me tell you what's really going on, family. This ain't about her game. This is about ego. She's drawing more eyeballs than the whole league combined, and the old heads and insiders can't stand it. I just think the simple fact is we can fairly say that Caitlin Clark is like Donald Trump, right? The same way they have the Donald Trump syndrome. I think these individuals have Caitlin Clark syndrome. Let's not forget when Teague said Caitlin Clark wouldn't score a point on Bronny James. Yeah, Bronny James, right? The dude with more NIL money than minutes played in the game, that guy, look, I get it. It's always trendy to throw out the man versus woman basketball debate for clout, but stop it. Just say you're mad she's the face of the WNBA and move on, because if we're being real, Clark would be raining threes before Bronny even set his stance because his defense is trash, right? So, come on, man. It's like, come on, man. This is wild, bro. This is wild. So you mean to tell me, man? Look, you want me to be honest with y'all? When it comes to NIL, Caitlin Clark name, image, and likeness is more than Jeff Teague. Ain't nobody give a about no Jeff Teague. I'm just being real. Like, I'm just being real, respectfully. So, and what's even gets even more disrespectful is the Dallas Wings, right? They had this game coming up. It's playing today. Currently, as I post this video, the game is today, this Sunday, right? As of July 13th against Indiana. This is supposed to be a marquee matchup. Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers. If Clark is healthy, media buzz, ticket sales, all that. So they asked Arike Ogunbowale about Indiana's defense. She says, Ari McDonald, she's a pest. Got to figure out how to get open. Ari McDonald? Hold up. Not Caitlin Clark, not Aaliyah Boston, not even Kelsey Mitchell. You name the backup point guard as the one you worried about. And that's not just shade. That's a strategic slap in the face. That's saying we don't even see Caitlin Clark as a factor. These players know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to legitimize the most hyped rookie in decades by pretending she's just another face in the crowd. They're trying to delegitimize Caitlin Clark. And they're doing it while her legs are half working and her coach has her playing off the ball like she's a spot up shooter. Is wild. And mind you, they talking about this now. She going through her injury. She going through a rough patch right now, and everybody got a lot to say. But he wasn't saying all this when she was hot, right? So you got to take the injury into consideration, and she pushing through that, man. She's a warrior. Let's talk about the real reason Caitlin Clark isn't lighting up every night. Like I said, she's injured, and not just the sore quad. The fever keep listing on the injury report. People forget she missed the game before the Brazil exhibition. A lower leg issue, then it became a groin, then a quad. You don't have to be a doctor to know when you're dealing with lower body injuries, your rhythm is cooked. Your shot off, your speed slower, your explosion to the rim gone. So, and what's her coach doing? Stephanie White decides it's a great time to take the ball out of her hands and turn her into a glorified two guard. Bruh, she's a generational point guard and you're treating her like a floor spacer. That's not coaching, that's sabotage. And here's the cycle, folks. Build them up, break them down. They hyped Caitlin like crazy during March Madness. Put her on the front page. Plasterize her, plastered her everywhere. Crown her the future of the WNBA, and they were right. But the moment she hits adversity, normal rookie struggles, the media flips. She's inefficient. She's overhyped. She's hurting the team. Like injuries ain't a thing in sports, let alone the lifespan when it comes to being a top tier athlete isn't even long, right? And now we're seeing articles implying the Fever are better without her. Like, what? She's the one that changed the whole franchise. She's literally responsible for most of their offense when she's healthy. She leads the team in assists. She's the only real shot creator and drives more fan engagement than the entire rest of the team combined. Right? And mind you, in any other team in the WNBA, ticket sales is down. But when Caitlin Clark is actually playing and the team come out, she the one that's raising the price of the tickets because she there. Now, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. The WNBA and sports media in general have been pushing this Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing hard. They want the rivalry, and hey, it's good TV, cool. But now that Angel Reese is balling and Clark is banged up, the tone is shifted, right? And I'm rocking with my girl Caitlin Clark. Ain't no switching up. These people are fake. And it's all good because you can really see who truly rock with you when you're down. And that's just a life lesson. But the reality is, it's all good because when she get back up, they ain't gonna have nothing to say. Jeff Teague, man, you is a sucker. You a sucker, bro. Sitting there talking about somebody when they injured. You out of you out of any player you playing in the NBA should know, bro. What's your one championship ring? Come on, bro. You wasn't even all that in the league to me. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. But suddenly it's like Angel's the golden child and Caitlyn's the awkward mistake. They're trying to quietly exit out the back door. Same thing with Paige Bueckers. She hasn't even entered the league yet, and she's still fresh, but the media is already prepping her as the next big thing, code for the next one to replace Clark. It's just all a setup. But here's the thing nobody's talking about. When Caitlin Clark gets healthy again, the disrespect will turn into regret. Because when she's moving at full speed, when she's initiating the offense, when that left side step back starts falling again, you'll see why she shattered records in college. You'll see why they call her a generational talent. You'll see why those other players won't be so bold with their comments anymore. The step back will be back. The logos threes back. The dimes, the heat checks, the swagger back. And all those folks talking slick right now will be quiet later. So let's talk. Drop a comment. Is Caitlin Clark really figured out, or are people just using her slump as a chance to power on because they never want her to succeed in the first place? And hey, if you a real one, sliding with her, or riding with her, I should say, sound off. Let's not let this media rewrite the narrative, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. We got more unfiltered truth coming your way. Hit the bell so you don't miss it. I'm out, but you already know. When Caitlin Clark bounces back, look, man. When Caitlin Clark bounces back, I'll be watching every one of these haters eat their words. I'm out. Peace.